Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to another episode of Modern Warfare 3 In Depth. In today's episode, we're going over one of my personal favorites and quite possibly the most dangerous shotgun in all of Modern Warfare 3, the Striker. First things first, the Striker is a low 6-pellet shotgun. When you put extended mags on it, it goes up to 9 pellets. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, 6 pellets, it must be a weak, low-damage shotgun. No, not really. Its damage is 25 to 15 per pellet, with a total damage of 150 to 90 per actual shot. Now, while its maximum damage isn't necessarily the highest, its minimum damage is actually pretty high down there at 15 per pellet or 90 overall total. When you look at this in terms of pellets to kill, that means it takes somewhere between 4 to 7 pellets to kill, which means you're not going to get more than 1 to 2 hit markers to kill somebody unless they're super far away or you're just barely clipping them. When you're running damage, you're going to notice that takes between 3 to 5 pellets to kill, or at its maximum range, 5 pellets to kill is just barely more than half if you're running extended mags, which means you don't really need to be that accurate. Now, one would think that since the Striker fires very fast and does pretty high damage that it would be a low-range shotgun, but that's not really the case. The range on the Striker is actually on the high side of things. The damage drop starts at 7.62 meters, and the damage drop ends, or the point at which your bullets magically disappear, is at 15.24 meters. Now, to help put this in perspective, that is very, very similar to the KSG-12 and only slightly less range than that of the Model 1887 and SPAS-12, which is quite far, actually. Even though the shotgun is semi-automatic, it shoots very, very fast at 352 RPM. This is just barely less than the AA-12, which makes the Striker an extremely fast shooting and extremely dangerous shotgun. It has a very large magazine size of 12, and when you go up to extended mags, you've got 18 shots, so you'll have to spam out a lot of bullets before you need to consider reloading. The reload speed is actually the same as the rest of the shotguns that you put in one shell at a time, or I take that back, it's 1/100th of a second slower. It takes 0.67 seconds per shell to reload, which is pretty average for that kind of shotgun. I'm not really sure if the Striker actually has a bonus perk or not. I've heard it argued on Den Kirsten's forums by some very smart people, and some very smart people agree to this argument, that the Striker actually has a tighter pellet spread than other shotguns. I got on my Xbox this morning and tested it out on hard hat against the SPAS, the KSG-12, and the Model 1887, and I honestly couldn't find a discernible difference. Now, I know that the SPAS and the Model had more pellets, which made my job a little bit harder, but as far as I can tell, the Striker actually has the same spread as other shotguns, and there's nothing special about its bullet spread. I did look very closely, I did try and see a pattern, something. The only thing I really noticed about the Striker is that it has a tendency for its bullets to cluster together, while maybe not in the very technical term, more accurate than any other gun, because it wasn't really that close to center. Its bullets did tend to cluster in groups of 2s and 3s more than some of the other shotguns, so it may possibly be a little bit more precise, but I really, really doubt it. My recommended way to use the Striker is with damage and extended mags. It's okay to use it with range, but I much prefer damage to get less hit markers, and I also run this with specialists so that I can get all the way up to 8 kills, which is not that hard to do with the Striker, and then I'll get range as well, so I'll have damage, range, and extended mags, and I'll be an ungodly, unholy, merciless killing machine with this shotgun. Well, that's all for this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. In the next episode, I'm going to be doing the Model 1887, and then in the episode after that, I'm going to be doing the undermount underbarrel shotgun attachment. Now, I'm not sure what you guys want me to cover next on In Depth. Do you want me to do perks? Do you want me to do assault rifles, submachine guns, light machine guns? The comments are essentially going to decide what I start getting footage for next. Drifter out.